If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're sick and tired of working a job and then not having enough money at the end of the month. And you're thinking to yourself, you know, if I had my money working for me, if I owned all this real estate or these rentals and they had a positive cash flow, then maybe they could produce enough income that I wouldn't have to work. And if that's why you're watching this video, you are in the right place, my friend. I'm gonna tell you that rentals is something you can easily mess up on or do wrong, but with the right training and the right mentorship, you can absolutely hit a home run. It's certainly what enabled me to retire at the age of 26. My name is Kris Krohn. I'm a best-selling author, written many books. I've spoken to thousands of people on stages, and I get to enjoy what I'm gonna call semi-retirement, because the reality is I can't sit still and spend all my time on a beach. So the rest of the time is me helping you live the best life that you can. So today I want to share with you 8 steps, and I want to give you a shortcut to really mastering the rental game. These 8 steps are really going to help you understand how the game is played, how it works, and really what you do sequentially from start to finish to actually get to that residual income that I know that you're looking for. Friend, I got to tell you, to kick this off, I want to tell you the story about 2 people. The first one is about a man who went to college and got a great degree. And then what he first did when he got out of college and had this good paying job is he started buying a nice car, flat screen TV, got himself a beautiful home. Every year started taking a nice trip. And then woke up one day 40 years later and really didn't have anything else to show for his life. But the second person I want to tell you about is a man who decided to do things very, very differently. In fact, by the time he got out of college, he was actually buying real estate. And instead of buying that nice house on the hill or taking those nice vacations, he delayed gratification and he bought home and he took that cash flow and bought another rental, and then he took that cash flow and bought another home. And 25 homes later, he had a 6-figure residual income. And then he retired. And then for years, he tried to figure out what he wanted to do with his life. He's visited 40 different countries. He's got 4 kids now, and basically gets to show them the world. He gets to get behind social causes he believes in, and even recently started making YouTube videos. I guess who that person is. That's me, my friends. And I want to tell you right now that the coolest thing about being free is that I get to do what I want with my life. So this video that I'm sharing with you on the 8 steps of what you do to get in the game and to get in intelligently, it's important because what I'm really doing is giving you a roadmap of exactly what I did. And if you hang tight for the end of the video, what I'm going to drop on you is my leveled up system that actually allows me to get a 200% increase on rentals than even what I'm about to show you. So get ready, buckle up. All right, my friend, class is in session. We're going to be talking about rental properties 101. And the first thing that I need to cover with you is that you have got to have a game plan. No plan is a plan to fail. And here's partly what I mean by plan. What are your goals and why are you getting in the game? And do you have a strategy for what you're doing? Have you even picked a strategy? Now, obviously, we're talking about rentals, but what you're going to learn in the bonus at the end of this video is that you can do this thing called rentals, or you can do what I call compassionate financing or lease options, where you're actually renting a home with the buyer that'll eventually buy it. And I'm going to show you how to make more than 200%, a 2x on what you could make on a rental. And friends, that's what actually helped me get financially free. So step 1 is you got to have a plan. And a plan can be as basic as I'm going to save my money and I'm going to put it into properties and then I'm going to get a partner. And so you should start thinking, what is my game plan? And if you don't even know what a game plan is, at the end of this video, the link below will give you a copy of my free book. I've got a whole plan teed up for you step by step, exactly what you do so that you can make millions of dollars in the game of real estate over time because you got a good plan. Okay, number 2, you got to choose your market. Because there's a couple of ways of tackling this real estate. You can either invest in your backyard or you can invest in the best markets around the country. In reality, I can actually show you how to maximize, no matter what backyard you live in, I can show you how to maximize your returns, or I can also show you how to go into the best markets. But you need to know that. You can do both of them. That is a part of the plan, and you should just decide, am I a place where I can invest directly in my backyard? Let me share with you where I would not invest in your backyard. If you live downtown New York, downtown Seattle, downtown Vancouver, if you're living in a really big city, you have got to go out into the suburbs where the price of the homes are lower than the national median, which means you got to get to a place, I believe, where you can play it safe, which means buying properties that are under $200,000 is really where you want to be, because when the market ups and downs and moves and flows, you can still take care of yourself. And when the market goes down, it doesn't mean that you get slammed. Okay, step 3, you got to build a team. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not a solo sport. You do not want to play this one all on your own. In fact, if you want to know how to get burned out and hate your life, choose to be the one that finds the home, lines up all the lending, and then plays landlord. For most investors, that'll drive you nuts. You want to align yourself with people, and your team has 3 cores. It is number 1, a realtor, number 2, a loan officer, and number 3, a property manager. Now, you should find the best realtor that specializes in investments. You need to find the best loan officer, meaning they close lots of deals, that specializes in investment lending. And you got to find a property manager that is not brand new or working on their first 100 homes. They should have 500 homes or maybe even 1,000 homes. So you want to build an experienced team. How do you do that? Hello, get out there, network, pick up the phone and start calling and interviewing people and put an all-star team together. Okay, the 4th step, you have got to figure out your financing, which just means, how are you planning on buying real estate? My book that you can get at the end of this for free will actually document some different options. For example, you could actually go and get into real estate, no money down. I'll break that down. There are some deals where you might want to take money from a 401k or home equity or IRA. You could move that as a 20% down payment of property. You might have a friend that has some money and you want to team up and do this together, and that's a way to do it. Friends, if you want to get in the game of real estate, never use the lack of money as a reason why you're not going to play the game. That's stupid. It's actually unintelligent. Right now, by watching this video, you just got smarter. You leveled it up. Just say it. If I'm doing a deal, the money's out there. What is it? That's right. If you're doing a deal, the money's out there. So you just need to have a plan on, how am I actually going to be financing my deals? Okay, step 5 to make this work. You need to turn on your lead machine. You need to actually start getting some deals. Now, remember when you built your team, that realtor? Dude, that's one of the easiest ways to find deals. You might not find the best deals. You might, but you could also drive for dollars. There's a number of ways that you can actually get out there and actually find some of these amazing deals. In fact, if you're not, you need to be a subscriber to my channel, because guess how many videos I've made on how to find amazing deals? Lots, right? So you got some more of that information. You need to turn on the lead machine so you can start basically evaluating deals and find the home that's going to have an awesome ROI that's going to take care of you. Okay, number 6. Once you actually get a deal, you need to know how to analyze it. I meant analyze. Analyzers are people that never make decisions but stare at something all day long computing numbers. Don't be that guy. There's an opportunity for you to get in the game and do very well for yourself. Analyzing really comes down to, do you have standards? Are you trying to buy this below market with equity? Or more importantly, have you calculated the total ROI? Like, how much money are you going to get back? Or what's your cash flow? Will the cash flow make sense? Will it be safe? Will it be enough? And again, I got other videos on my channel here that can show you how to do that. Okay, number 7. Once you found a good deal, you need to put your offer in, which means that you're going to be doing some negotiating. And this is pretty simple. I'm going to give you a little hack right now. When you know that you're ready to go, if the home is represented by a third party like a realtor, then you or your realtor should talk to them and basically verbally give them their offer and find out if you're too high or too low or whether you're right on. Why am I recommending that? Because if you just submit paper to them and you're totally off, they'll take 2 days to submit paper to you. And then if it really is a good deal, it's going to be gone because you go back and forth for a week. My back and forth usually lasts anywhere from hours to maybe 24 or 36 hours because I'm going verbal before I actually go paper. One other thing on negotiating is that you should know where your bottom line is, and then you should honor that. You go over, it's a no. If you're under, it's a yes. Get to that as quickly as possible. It is a game of being wicked fast. That's how you win. And before I get to that bonus segment, number 8, the final one, is that you're going to close on the deal, and then you're going to line it up for your property management team to take over, unless you're going to do it yourself. And that just depends on whether you're really ready to jump in the game and figure it out. Friends, I will tell you, you want to do this one the right way. You do not want to be licking wounds from being a novice at this and doing this wrong. I'd rather you take some of that cash flow and give it to a property manager to make sure it's being done right out of the gate, because you cannot risk having a poor mindset. You got to be focusing on your next deal, because after you've done these 8 things, it's rinse and repeat, and then it's keep on going. Now, true to my word, I offered you a bonus at the end of this. I was going to tell you what you can do to actually double your ROI. I do that with my lease option system, and if you actually look in the link below, you're going to see 2 links. The first one is get my free book so that I can actually share with you what my plan is on how you can become a millionaire, because I am the co-creator of financial freedom. That is the purpose of my life right now, is to help thousands of people become financially independent. The second link that you're going to see down there is to talk to a member of my team about how you can actually get into the game of lease option, where when you buy the house, the good news is it doesn't have to take any of your money. And more importantly, the person in the home is going to become the buyer of the home, which means you're going to save tons of money, you're going to make a lot more money while providing a powerful service to them. So you can investigate both of those links, and they're going to help you understand more about get my book for free. I've already bought thousands of them, and I'm just waiting to ship it out to as many people as possible so that you have a plan to get where you want to go in life. And the other link will show you exactly what you need to do to earn double of a typical rental. Friends, thank you so much for watching today. If you are not a subscriber, you need to take care of that right now, and ring that bell so that every day I can notify you about tomorrow's new video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. You can have it all. Go crush it.